Hello and welcome to Professor Kev Show. As you see, I got my friend Pavan with us from PriJiva. Good, I guess a good evening for you. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, Kev. How about you? How's life treating you?
Just living the dream, my friend. So before we jump in and talk about your idea, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm Poddutur Pavan. I've been born and brought up in Hyderabad itself. I've come to my class 12th in last year and I'm doing my BTech first year in computer science engineering from CMR Technical Campus. I have my interest, my interest change depending on my mood and stuff. I do a lot of hobbies and stuff. I hop on, I don't stick on to one hobby or stuff, something like that. I have my interest in doing something for the country. I have more of my interest in social work and stuff, and that's the main reason why I have started my organization. It's called PriJiva actually. It's from two Sanskrit words called Prithvi and Jiva. The Prithvi is the Mother Earth. The translation for Earth in Sanskrit is Prithvi, and
Yep.
Jiva is like being. If we translate being into Sanskrit, it's Jiva. So I've started PriJiva, focusing on both aspects, the Prithvi and Jiva. Why? Because only those are both are there in Earth, right? So yeah. So while exploring many problems of Prithvi and Jiva, what I've explored is by fixing one problem, we can fix over more than solve more than 50 to 60% of the whole overall problems. And that main problem is civic senses and sex education of people. So I've started working on civic senses of people, learning about people, how can we change and how we can aware people about this. I've started campaigning online and slowly shifted towards offline. And right now we've impacted over like around 1,000 kids, teaching
Wow.
them how civic senses and sex education works. And we started cleaning up some rivers, cleanup drives, some places and stuff. And this is how it's going. We are currently around 20 to 30 volunteers strong and looking forward to get into more volunteers and stuff. And our next target for the next year, upcoming year or the next 6 months is to at least target around 5 to 6,000 kids and awareing them about civic senses, and at least clean up around 3 to 4 lakes, or maybe 2 to 3 cities for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about some of the initiatives you're working on with these children.
One of the main initiatives is we are awareing them about civic centers by giving them some habits, some daily day-to-day habits which they can practice actually. There's a simple habit which I tell the kids, whenever you see a wrapper or anything, instead of throwing it somewhere, just keep it in your pocket until you find another dustbin. So
Yep.
these are some of the habits which I teach kids so that they can practice it on day-to-day life, and they can also inspire others. This is one of it. And the second thing which we do is we aware people about civic senses and cleanliness. So which stops them by throwing garbage on the roads, on the streets, and all, and it'll create less mess around life of others. These are the two initiatives we took at the moment, and we are working on some other initiatives as well.
So tell
There's
me,
another thing called tech side for it,
yep.
where we are thinking about rewarding and gamifying this civic sense culture.
So tell me about the ages of the children you're working with. What's the ballpark range?
The ages of children I'm working around are from 12 years to around 20 years. 12 to 20 is the age bracket
Yep.
we are working currently.
So crystal ball time, my friend. What's the future hold for the idea? What are you hoping to accomplish?
I'm trying to bring in revolution in this culture of gamifying this culture, and making people more kinder, making people more humbler, making people more biased towards the nature, making people more responsible to the nature, and bringing a revolution around it.
So what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
Pardon?
What's the best way for people to reach out to you? Should they contact you on LinkedIn? Should they email you if they want to learn more about your idea?
They can always DM Prijiva's Instagram page, or they can personally DM to me and reach me out for knowing more about these things and stuff.
What is the Instagram page?
It's called Prijiva itself. Prijiva.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into my show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.